Hi everyone, in this video I will be explain how we are scheduling tasks in Spring Boot. So the key point to cover in this video are I will be explaining you some real life use case where we are using scheduling concept. Then I will explain the initial requirement to schedule a task. Next I will create a sample project using Spring Initializr. Then I will explain the scheduling and enable scheduling and scheduled annotation. Then I will create a three different methods, one for the cron job expression, another to schedule a task with fixed rest, and other to schedule a task with fixed delay. So let's get started. So what is the real life use case for the scheduling? Like let's take a simple example of any website. So that website have some data that's to be stored. So at a midnight, the some cron job should be run so that every day at that specific at 2 a.m. or some duration that data should be backed up. So that was one of the real life example. Then another example is that we are using the website where the cache are being stored. So it is mandatory to update the cache after a specific time duration to get the latest interest of the user. And there are other scheduling tasks like in every morning or every night we are receiving some kind of promotion mail, so that was one of the part of scheduling. Now let's start with the second concept, what are the requirement to schedule a task. So in this project I will be using Java 17 and Spring Boot, so that's the basic requirement. Now let's create a sample project using Spring Initializr. So I will search a Spring Initializr. Now select language and project as Maven project, and I will use 334 as a Spring Boot, and I will be assign give the group ID, then any artifact ID as in scheduler, and name also will be kept demo project explaining scheduling concept. Now I will be required some dependency. So to do this specific scheduling task, we just need a web, web dependency, that is Spring Web. Then I will go to generate. Once it download, I will extract this and I will open IntelliJ. So as we see that the scheduler project is there, I will go to source, main, Java, and this application file. Now the next concept is that enable scheduling and schedule annotation. So enable scheduling, we need to annotate on the Spring Boot application. Before that I need to import all the dependencies. So I will go to pom.xml file, then it will import all the dependencies. Let's wait for import complete. Once the import is completed, I will go back to this application file and I will annotate with scheduling. So main task is this enable scheduling is to schedule tasks execution capabilities. Now this part is done. Then we need to have one class to execute the scheduling job. So let's give an example as test scheduler. So I will annotate this test scheduler with a component annotation. Now basic needs is done. Then next point is that schedule annotation. So to run a job, we need to have a function. So I will create 3 different functions. Example as scheduling tasks using cron job, scheduling tasks with fixed rate, scheduling tasks with fixed delay. Let's create those functions. Function is completed. Now to schedule a task, we have annotations called @schedule. So main task of this schedule annotation is to trigger an job at a specific duration or time. So I will execute first cron job. So write it as a cron, or if you create control space, you'll get all the attributes. So I will use cron, and here the cron expression need to be written. So I'll check for, you can use this or anything as a cron expression. I will check. So expression means every minute it will be executed, and if we mention some other expression like every 17 something like that, so every minute between 5 p.m. It will execute. So if you like in every minute between 5 p.m. to 5:59 p.m. it will execute. So I will use somehow 19. So this expression means every 7 minutes. So I will use this in the cron. Now I will write some statement so that it execute and every 1 minute between this time frame. So and here I will mention some time. So to create a specific time date format, we need to import simple date format. Simple, just move it down, and here we need to use the pattern like day, month, year, hour, minute, second, millisecond. Now I need to convert it to date. Simple get time format to format to new date. It will print the current date. That will be import from util package. Now everything is done. So this 19 means hour. So first character is second, then minute, then hour, day, month, year, like that it will execute. So 19 means at 7 p.m. To 7:59 p.m. in every minute it will execute. So let's run the application. So here you can run it. Once the build is complete, we can check this from build tab. So build is successfully completed, and as we have run the application already, so Here in the logs we can check that. So it is starting. So I have waited for a few 2-3 minutes. So if we check that at 1954 the application is started at 06. So next job is run at 1955, next job is run as 1956. So in every 1 minute it will run. So let's go to this fixed date and fixed delay job scheduler. I will stop the application. I will copy the same thing, same content, and I will just comment this out. And to run with fixed date, again I need to use the schedule. If we have control space, then fix rate will come. So if I put as 5000 millisecond, so means it 5 seconds. So at an interval of 5 seconds, this function will execute. So if we check this fixed job, let's run the application. So every time we make changes, so a new build will created, and it takes time depending upon the dependencies that was present on the application. So as I mentioned, the within fixed rate of 5 seconds, the task will execute. So if we check that 1959 at 33 seconds, then 33 plus 5, it is 38 seconds. Then after 5 second pause, then 43, then after 48. So like that it will execute. So now let's discuss the fixed delay concept. So I will copy the same thing, and I will comment out this. Here we again need to do scheduled annotation, then fixed delay. If I fixed delay, we'll do the same thing, and initial delay we can keep it as a day 3 seconds. So whenever the application is started, then after waiting for 3 seconds, this task will execute. So I will keep it as fixed delay. Let's run the application again. So it will again build and run. So the application again build and it started. Let's check. So it is saying that started the application, and it started at 2054. So after an initial delay 20 to 54, so after an initial delay of 3, so 54 plus 3, it is 57. Then it is executing at an interval of 5 seconds. So, and there are other more concept. If we check that fixed delay, initial delay, Cron, scheduler, fixed delay string, you can explore those strings from the official documentation. So please subscribe to the channel to get the daily videos related to software development. So thank you for watching the video, and please provide feedback on the comment section.